Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madison if you're new here, and today we're going to do a fall updated makeup routine. I've not filmed a makeup routine in a very long time, so we're going to be showing you my everyday makeup. I keep all my makeup in this bag even though I have two full Alex 6 drawers from IKEA because I literally have that much makeup. And this is stuff I use every day. So first I go home with the Super Goop Glow Screen. And then I also like to add L'Oreal Glotion to this. This makes like the best base ever. And if there's like a day where I'm not feeling putting on makeup, I always put this on because it just evens out my skin tone. Especially when I'm not self-tanned on my face, which is fairly often because it washes off so quick. Isn't that so pretty? I'm obsessed. I've been currently using the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer, and I like to just put it in my fingers. I like to use my fingers for like everything because I feel like it just makes everything look so much better. This product has truly became my favorite tinted moisturizer. I'm just obsessed. Now I'm gonna go with the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I honestly don't even know if they make this still, but I got it like a long time ago, and I love to color correct my under eyes because recently my under eye bags have been seriously intense, so I like to start in the inner corner with like a little flat brush, and I'm just trying to cancel out any of the blue that you see, and I like to go underneath here and here. Do you see like the difference? I know that it's orange, but like once we put concealer on top, my under eye bags will literally disappear. Then I just like to like pat it in with my finger just to make sure that everything's like soft. I like to go in with two concealers. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20 and the NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard, I believe. Yeah, Custard. I use the shade Custard like right here. My favorite spot to put it. It's a little light, so I like to like really brighten up this area. I'm taking 20 and just putting a dot here and over any of my blemishes that I have. And I always take it around my nose because I get a lot of redness. I love this concealer too because it's so light. It doesn't like feel heavy or cakey. And I actually use a beauty blender for concealer. I just like it better. I feel like it stays more in one spot. Oh, I almost forgot about this freaking huge pimple on the side of my head. It's been there for a lot of days and it just will not go away, and it is so freaking painful. It's really pissing me off. I'm taking the Rare Beauty contour stick in Happy Soul, and I'm just gonna go right here, a little bit here and here. I kind of do a very low effort contour of my nose, but I just like to do that pretty much. And then underneath my lips, forehead to cover up my freaking 7 head. I like to take a pretty dense kabuki brush. I used to like to use a beauty blender, but I feel like this just keeps the product exactly where I want it. Never like drag, like I always stipple because it just blends nicer. If you drag your contour, it's gonna like lift up your foundation. So if you just stipple it in, keeps all the product where it's supposed to be. Make sure you drag your contour into your hairline because that would be embarrassing. And then for my nose, I kind of just wiggle my brush. I'm telling you, this is the most low effort nose contour. And I don't even do it necessarily because I want a smaller nose or anything. It's more just so that my whole face looks pretty cohesive, because I feel like if I don't contour my nose, it looks odd. I'm using the Rare Beauty blush in Happy. I'm just gonna take a little dot of this and take my blush brush. This is the Morphe, I believe it's the E4 brush. And I love this brush for liquid blush. I used to not use a brush for this, but I really do love it. Love that shade. It honestly makes me look like I'm blushing. And I just like to pat everything in with my beauty blender to make sure that everything looks good and flawless before I start powdering. I'm gonna take the Huda Beauty banana bread powder. I got the mini version to like try it out, and I'm obsessed. My little powder puff. These are linked on my Amazon storefront if you want to get these. They're the best thing ever. I used to not actually think they were anything special, but they are the best. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start placing this underneath my eye. And I'm just gonna start powdering the rest of my face too. I like to keep my cheeks pretty dewy, so I don't put any powder on my actual cheeks. I only did half my face to show you, but it looks like this side is literally on a filter. Like what? That is nuts. Just forgot about this, but it's fine because I didn't put any powder underneath. But I do like to take a lighter concealer. I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me in 15 instead of 20, which is what I used earlier. And I like to take a little bit underneath the contour that I placed on my cheekbones just to make it a little more defined. I take my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek and Wisp and a little Morphe M501 brush and put some highlight on. I know highlight is very controversial these days, but I will literally never stop wearing it. I just love it. It makes your face look so nice and glowy. See, it's just so cute. Now I'm going to take my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Mine's in the shade 4.5. And for my eyebrows, I just like to fill them in and give myself a little bit of an arch because I don't really have one. Start by kind of drawing a line underneath my brow. Like kind of how I want the shape of it to be. I always make sure like every time I make a brushstroke to like comb through it with my little spoolie. And then I'm gonna start drawing on my arch. See how I just make it like a little bit thicker? And I'm never really going for my eyebrows to be perfect, like match each other, because I just know that they don't. And they're not going to. Using my Benefit 24-hour brow setter, and this thing is always so hard to open for me, I don't know why. I like to comb backwards with the tail of the brush, so I go like this. And I just try and coat all the hairs, and then I put them where I want them. I found that this just helps them stay better, instead of just brushing them through. And I kind of brush them like up and out. I'm gonna use this random bronzer that I have in my bag. It's the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer, and I just use this in my crease. I don't really do much eyeshadow, especially on the day-to-day. Like, this is all I'll do. If I'm kind of feeling it, I will do a fun little wing. I just take this little angled brush that I have in this extremely old palette that's probably expired. It's from Tarte. I take a mix of this dark brown shade and this light one. I'm gonna zoom you in actually. I'm just going to stamp on the product like this. I mainly focus like on the outer corner, and I slightly drag it in. And then I just stamp like that. And I drag it underneath my eye as well. And I like to use my finger to blend this out. I don't really know why. Now I'm gonna do my mascara, and I'm going to use my Tweezerman eyelash curler. I don't curl my eyelashes like this. Like, I know a lot of people just curl it like this, bippity boppity, you know. I like to take my eyelashes and then flip up into my crease. This really gives that like extra curl. Like, look how much more awake I look on this side versus this side. It's almost embarrassing. I alternate a lot between mascaras, but I usually like to use like a more volumizing mascara on the bottom, and then I use the L'Oreal Telescopic on top. It's the IT Cosmetics Lash Blowout, and also the packaging is freaking adorable. So I'm just going to wiggle my brush at the base and work my way up. My eyelashes have gotten so freaking long lately, and I've been using the Babe Lash lash serum. It's like really doing its thing. I like to do 2 coats of this mascara. And do you see how my eyelash looks like so good right now? Now we're just gonna pop this right on top. How that just like took it to another level. Girl. Last and final step to my makeup is I take this Pixie blush and I put it on my lips. I just decided this. I'm gonna use a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury blush just because I feel like I need a little bit extra color to use both of the, like this one and the Rare Beauty one together. but I honestly forgot. We're finished with the makeup. This is literally what I do pretty much every day. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you did, make sure you leave me a comment down below and like the video. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Both will be linked down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!